Check that. Check this. Excellent connection. Oh, I don't have the title card up to start the stream, but oh well, we're just gonna roll with it. So let me open by saying this is a test game of Loco Dome, not unlike the last one. We are starting a bracket of Loco Dome. The submissions are still open on our Discord server, if you are fan rank or above, for probably the next few hours until this thing wraps up, or until 10 o'clock, whichever one comes last. Um, and I have two willing participants here, or mostly willing anyway. Um, Kaiserin and Hemlock.
Yes.
Hi. Pronouns they, them, by the way.
Yes. Um, and you each have a slate of locomotives with a total tractive effort under 200,000. They're both about 185k. Notably, I'm just going to make sure all these are in the right order. 306, 137, 101, which is a cute dude. The 05 is supposed to be in the middle here. The 241 is over here. The 242 is over there. That is there. And then, Kaiserin, you have a locomotive that is yours and yours alone.
Yes.
This is something that you created. Tyler, I know you have to leave, if he's hasn't
Yes.
left already.
I'm still here.
But you can go ahead and go through the card if you want. It's under batch
Alright.
S. Actually, I don't know if you have access to that.
I do have access. Let me go
To the
into
batch
the
S
drive.
file. Yeah. Go ahead and look at that if you want to, and if you see any red flags, then we can
Alright.
discuss at a later point, and we will add corrections to the card catalog as necessary. But it is a reasonable engine. There are a couple of quirks about it, which I'm sure Hemlock will pick up on, or perhaps even expect. But all of these locomotives are a little quirky in one way or another. Some of them are more obvious thanks to the pictures. But this is a game of Locodome. This is the premier game mode for the Locomotive versus Trading Cards. It's a 1v1 with 5 locomotives, as you can tell. We have things called... it performs very much like Locomotive Versus, in that it's a back and forth of stats. We have things called markers, which allow you to do things like change your locomotive, or form a knockout sequence, which is style point off to knock out another locomotive. These each have things, requirements that are specified in the document. There is a document with the rules in it. I'll probably be referencing it. This is as much for people to get acquainted with the game in advance of the bracket, which is about to start, like I mentioned, as it is for me to get used to running the game, just in general, and without Tyler's help in particular. Now, I have the timers here. The penalty for going over your 60 seconds for a stat call is I will give the impetus to the other contestant. Do try to keep track of what locomotive is active on your part using the buttons next to your locomotive names. I will also try to do so. And otherwise, let's flip a coin to begin. Oops. Flip a coin. There we go. Kaiserin, you are heads, and it has come up tails. Hemlock, what locomotive would you like to start with? Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me just double check this. That's what can be say. The selected contestant is now the calling contestant. They must activate one of their locomotives. Hemlock, what locomotive would you like to start with?
Let me just take one more quick look at my competition. And, okay.
I did accidentally just flash the bracket on screen, but that is not the final arrangement.
We'll go with the 701.
Okay, Ontario Northland 701 is now active. And it's the one I already had up. Kaiserin, what locomotive would you like to use to respond to these stat calls from the 701?
Well, let's start this out with a bang. I want to go with the C7PE.
Okay, you're taking your custom locomotive.
Oh, this is fun and cool.
Look, I'm reading off the trading card, not the stat sheet, so I can't change anything. In fact, I'll close the stat sheet.
Yes, but in fairness, I have no guarantee that the sense of scale in your picture is accurate to the sense of scale your stats will give.
Yeah. I will, for the sake of Hemlock's understanding, uh, understand Kaiser and what she does and what the size of her railroads typically.
I do.
Yeah.
I've seen lore.
Lore. Anyway, it's your stat call. What's your first one?
Mm. You know what? Wait on drivers.
Weight on drivers. This is a good gauge. Um, so weight on drivers, Kaiserin.
210,000 pounds.
Hemlock.
210 even. Okay. 155 even.
155. That is a point for Hemlock. And an indicator. Alright, what's your second stat call?
All right. Engine weight.
Engine weight. Kaiserin.
417,000 pounds. 417,300 pounds. 417.
252 500.
252 500, about half the size of this thing. Alright. 2-0, Hemlock.
Minimum weight of rail.
Minimum weight of rail. Kaiserin.
117.
117.
86.
86. 3-0. Hemlock.
Ellis Tomelia's weight computation.
Oh, well, at least this math has been done for you in the card, Kaiserin. Hemlock, you've got to do it real quick, I guess.
Yep.
I suppose you could go over to the Royale tools if you wanted to. Oh, you already have. What is yours, Kaiserin?
0.5.
0.61.
0.61 is a definite winner. 4-0. Carry on.
Total engine and tender weight.
That's total locomotive weight, right?
Yes.
Yes.
678,500 pounds.
408 500.
I mean, yes, Kaiserin's thing is very large, but this is an itty-bitty Pacific.
Yeah.
I feel like it is,
Yes.
anyway.
I mean, it beat the G5.
That's true. Alright, carry on. 5-0. It's very clear where the advantage lies.
Yeah, but I'm not loving a lot of my options. Driver wheelbase.
Driver wheelbase. Or rigid wheelbase. Kaiserin?
14.57.
12.
12. 6-0. Hemlock.
Engine wheelbase.
Engine wheelbase.
41.1 feet.
3250.
That is a stark difference. Hemlock?
Hold up a second. That was engine wheelbase, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I was just making sure I didn't read off overall wheelbase. That's what's coming next, isn't it?
This feels like a cheap call, but it also feels. This feels like a cheap call, but it does feel like a. It does feel like a valid. It does feel like a valid gambit, given the circumstances
Oh, no.
of this engine. Loco base ID.
Okay, so here's the
Zero,
thing.
or no, not zero, infinite.
No, it's neither. In fact, you don't have that stat.
Ah,
So because you do not have that stat now, the don't have that stat on Loco base ID is usually reserved for when a locomotive is not yet in the Loco base. Um, I will, of course, say that the C7P is not going to be in the Loco base. I would expect. However, because you do not have that stat, uh, you may activate, well, you must activate one of your dormant locomotives, which does. So, Kaiser, and which one of these other 4 locomotives are you going to pick?
The SNCF 241P.
I think I made a
241P.
blunder. A slight tactical error.
Interesting gambit. Kaiser, and what is the loco base ID of the 241P?
1064.
1064. 4 digits. Not terrible.
It's 5 digits.
Uh-oh.
It's in the 14,000s. I don't need to read off the specific number.
Okay, well, oops, I
It's
accidentally
like,
just
oh,
gave
this
the
is an
point.
abysmal Loco base ID. But this isn't in the Loco base, so I'm going to assume that counts as really high instead of not having the stat. I don't know why I thought that.
I mean, it certainly is a situation that is unique to this arrangement, and I don't think we will ever see again. Uh, Doing the fictitious card was fun. However, it's not something that I am likely to repeat in the near future. Kaiserin, you are now calling with the 241P. Um,
Which one is this?
this is the 482.
Yeah, the only one of these locomotives that is actually made clear, like it is actually clear to tell which picture is which.
Yeah, that's yeah. French, am I right? Uh
Hate the French, simple as.
hey, the French copy no one and no one copies the French. Kaiserin, what is your first stat call?
Let's go with year.
Year built. Yeah, that makes sense.
1921.
1948.
48 isn't even as late as I expected. It is now 2-7.
Okay, this is a a gamble here. Number and class.
No, it's not. The Ontario Northland is not a big railroad.
4.
35.
35. 35
Yeah.
is more than I expected out of these.
You're looking at this and thinking CN. It's not. It's CN. It's a small railroad.
CN's younger brother.
It is. It literally is.
Alright, what is your third stat call, Kaiserin?
Let's go with driver diameter.
69.
Nice.
79 and a half.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, did you say 79 and a half?
Yes, 79.
Good
and
lord. Okay.
Yeah, uh-huh.
4-7.
Another. Oh.
Oh, whoops, I haven't been marking off these things.
Evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volume.
217.9.
What?
You heard me. 217.9.
I didn't hear you.
217.9. Wait, was it number built or number in class that was called?
It was number in class.
Number in class, okay. So,
Yeah,
217.
just read off your
217.9.
300. You don't need to rub it in.
Okay, so my evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volume is 367.21.
Uh-huh. You didn't need to make me repeat it 3 times. I know
Hemlock,
you're a
don't you
compound.
hate it when you're right?
I do. I do hate it when I'm right.
All right, 5-7, Kaiserin.
Let's go with
I love the shape
low
of this.
pressure cylinders.
Low pressure cylinders. Does this thing happen to have any low pressure cylinders, Hemlock?
Nope.
Nope. How big are yours, Kaiserin?
26.54 by 27.56.
Those are close, like an inch from being square. That's interesting. And also kind of small for low pressure cylinders. So I bet your actual cylinders are not so big. All right, but that is still a point. 6 to 7, 13 calls total. What's next?
Let's go with tubes.
Tubes. Hemlock?
160, 2¼ inch.
141, 2.126 inch.
Yeah, you and your
2.126. I heard 2 point and I went, oh, and nope.
yeah, you and your metric.
It is tied up 7 to 7. Kaiserin.
I'm not. Sorry if y'all can hear that. My fan's making weird noises.
No, it's good.
Spooky. It's Halloween.
I'm gonna go with oh wait, yeah. Same as above, but sub firebox area for grade area.
Same as above, sub firebox for grade area. Yep, this is the right one. 51,646.
51,646.
Yes.
117,938.
Okay. 8 to 7.
Wow, you mean a mountain is bigger than me? I'm so shocked.
Yeah, but this is a French mountain. I'm used to losing.
I love that you can.
You're still a French mountain against like a mid-sized Pacific.
I love that you can tell exactly where the loading gauge is on this locomotive because the cab is curved. It's like this thing scrapes tunnels. There is but 1 inch of clearance.
Between the roof of this Rattler and the roof of Flat Top Tunnel.
All right, Kaiser. Next call.
Let's go with this is probably gonna kill me. Or no, it won't. Blue tube link.
You're a mountain. What are you on about?
It's the French mountain, though.
1867.
1867. That's kind of close.
67. Yes.
19.65.
That's within a foot. But it's a French mountain, you said. Is that in inches or baguettes? It's in feet. Never mind. Kaiserin, it is 9 to 7. You're up.
Yes.
Firebox.
Firebox area. That would be 217 even.
316.67.
Oh my god. Over 300 on this thing? It doesn't even look like you could see where you could fit it. Anyway. Genuinely, it looks like you have more it looks like Hemlock has more firebox. Genuinely. But here we are. Alright, Kaiserin.
Let's go with this one's probably gonna kill me because it's French. Tractive effort.
Oh god.
Tractive effort. 36,493.
Yeah, there we go. That's what kills me. 34,107.
How does this thing have less? Come on.
Yeah.
Actual skill issue by the French. Wait,
Yeah.
is this SNCF?
Considering it's French, it might be that when the guys at Steam Locomotive went to calculate tractive effort, they used the high pressure cylinders and not the low pressure cylinders.
Oh, I don't know. I think they just used whatever the Baldwin formula is. Something.
Anyway.
The Baldwin book. Well, it is now 10 to 8. The ball is back in Hemlock's court.
Hey, what's your valve gear?
Wall shirts.
Baker.
Baker point. 19 on the board.
As a nice little petty bit of... looking at you, I don't think you'd have this. What's your booster tractive effort?
I don't have booster tractive effort.
I do. It's 10,700.
Wow, okay. And the first markers are on the board. Reminder that markers allow you to do the following things.
Wouldn't it go through and you have to check? wouldn't you have to check and see if any other locomotive I had booster tractive effort?
No, it's the same thing as with you calling low pressure cylinders. We know that yours are 0.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But with the boosters, you can swap, block, call a knockout, sacrifice, or rest, which is a rest is a new thing I added. It mostly is just when it comes down to it, allows your locomotive to stay in if it's the only one that you have after a knockout sequence, because otherwise you would have to switch it. Which means if you don't have a rest and your locomotive uh, ends up getting, well, survives the knockout sequence, but you have to swap it, depending on which side of the ball you're on, you lose. So careful knocking out if you only have one engine left, which also is a safeguard to prevent someone from sitting on an incredibly powerful locomotive with a lot of style points and just procedurally knocking all of their opponent's locomotives out repeatedly. Anyway, I get the feeling it won't come to that anytime soon. But we have markers on the board, and it is tied up 10 to 10. Hemlock is the calling contestant.
Keeping in mind some previous stats, high pressure cylinders.
Smaller than yours, probably. 17.56 by 25.59.
23 by 28.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. 11 points for Hemlock. They have retaken the lead.
Now, you notice something weird about that. My high pressure cylinders and my low pressure cylinders have different strokes.
Huh. Yeah, you don't see that every day.
Sure. You know what? That's fine.
Alright, well, you gotta call something, Hem. There are a total of 21 stats called already. The pickings are getting a little slim.
Overall wheelbase.
Overall wheelbase. Probably a good shout here.
90.72.
60-27.
That is much more of a difference than I expected.
Did we not? I think there's a stat properly marked here. I believe we called total engine and tender weight, but tender weight is marked.
Oh, yep. You know what? I missed it.
Speaking of which, tender loaded weight.
Tender loaded weight. Let's see here. 186,952.
156 even.
Oh, wow. Okay. 13 points for Hemlock. A reminder that every marker has conditions under which it can be used. Hemlock?
May I ask for a quick rundown of those conditions?
Those conditions, sure. We'll put the timer on its side to explain. After every 20 points counted cumulatively, each contestant receives one marker, which may be used at any point afterward for one of the following things. A swap may be used by either contestant between statistic calls. A block may be used only by the opposing contestant after the calling contestant has called a statistic, but before responding with their value. A knockout may be used by the calling contestant specifically when they are in the lead instead of calling a statistic. This cannot be blocked. A sacrifice allows the opposing contestant specifically to, instead of responding with a style point against the knockout sequence that the calling contestant has just initiated, they may instead sacrifice one of their previously used dormant locomotives. As in, get down, Mr. President.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned earlier, or alluded to, the rest is that the calling contestant may use this marker only when they have no dormant locomotives and just one active locomotive with the other 4 knocked out. This marker usually does nothing but contribute to the amount of markers used in order to facilitate a reset. Reminder that every 2 markers, the entire board of statistics called is reset. But in the event of a victorious knockout sequence by the calling or instigating contestant, the rest allows that calling contestant to keep active that same locomotive with which they were victorious. So you can basically spend 2 to sort of continue a rampage, but the ball will be in the other court anyway.
Okay.
So
I'd like a swap.
You'd like a swap. What to?
The 1100.
Okay, we'll mark that as a used marker, and I will swap you to the 1100.
Great.
And now we have one used marker, and if a second
How
one
do
goes on the board, the
I
stats will be
swap
reset.
through? How do I, or can I use my marker, or do I have to be calling?
You can use your marker. You have
Yes, I would,
two markers that you can use, or, well, you have two things that you can do with your marker at this current time. Swap or block.
and I would like to swap.
Okay, there's a swap, and we are going to reset the count of style points. We're going to mark 23 right here. Delete that. And what are you swapping to, Kaiserin?
I'm swapping back to the home built here.
Okay.
Sure.
C17. I want to see how it stacks up. I'm being honest here.
I know you've been itching to use this thing in every and any Loco game to this point, so I do not begrudge this desire. However, you
It's
know,
not happening.
yeah, this is.
It's
I wouldn't do this in a. I would be much more hesitant to do this in a more official royale or
yeah.
event.
It's interesting, but it's hard to play against.
Anyway, Hemlock, you are still the calling contestant. You're up by 3. What is your stat call?
Dig a little bit of a gamble. Flues.
Flues. That's definitely a gamble against the unknown.
211 at 3.5 inch.
149 at 3.5 inch.
Okay, big engine is big, but not an absurd size of flue. That point
Yeah,
goes to Kaiserin.
That's part of why that's part of why this feels hard to play against, because like how
How
much
do you
of this is
get
stuff that's like
I understand that.
how much of these stats are things like shaped by playing in royales is my question. Like this
Oh
this
no,
feels
none
like
of them.
it could
None of
be
them are shaped by playing in royales.
yes, but the thing is a a locomotive that is like purpose made in someone's head, you can it's easier to do that sort of it's easier to add like as many bells and whistles as you want when it's a locomotive that you have made up for a fictional railroad than a like real locomotive that someone else designed.
I would be curious to see somebody try to build the genetically perfect pig of Locomotive Versus. Just like the locomotive that has all the best stats. Anyway, Kaiserin, you're up now. You can call something.
Let's go with factor of adhesion.
Factor of adhesion.
4.24.
3.33.
That's bad.
Well, I thought 4.24 wasn't good. Damn.
I feel like that was Kaiserin proving that her locomotive is very not perfect.
Fair enough.
Anyway, Hemlock, back in your hands.
Power MT.
See here. This is horrible, probably. 772.93.
Not an awful power MT, but it still loses to 1907.57.
Sorry, 1907?
1907.
That's absurd.
I know.
Okay. 15 to 11. Hemlock?
That'd be a throw, but I'm almost curious. That'd be a throw, but like I am curious.
Uh-oh.
I'm not doing it yet.
Oh, yet. We
what's
shall see.
still- Oh, because there's 2 swaps, the board's clear. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then. Flue tube length.
Flue and tube length.
Let's see here. Blue tube length. 17.08.
21.
21. 16 to 11. Hemlock.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about these Ontario Northland engines, just in a general sense. Just in an aesthetic sense, it's just, they're so Canadian.
Yeah. Yeah. Engine weight.
Engine weight.
417, 300.
371, 320.
Big engine is big. Hemlock?
Ellis Tomeliu's weight computation.
Here we go again.
.5.
Hold on.
For a northern, it really could be anything. It's such a toss-up for these locomotives that have...
Point,
Go ahead.
0.59.
0.59 is still better. 18 to 11.
Alrighty. No, I'm not gonna do that. Boiler pressure.
Boiler pressure.
300.
God damn it. 275.
275 against the mythical 300. We haven't... I know this is, again, a fictitious locomotive, but we haven't had too many 300s in a while, and I feel like they used to come up very often. Sort of like the upper cap.
I don't feel like they did.
For whatever reason, they stick in my head as, like, this is the largest, sort of like 80-inch drivers. It's like, this is the highest the number goes before things start getting really weird. Anyway, Kaiser, and you've taken that one, 12 to 18. Your turn. $30 points on the board.
Let me take a look at him. Tender fuel capacity.
Sure. 20 tons, even.
16 tons.
And what do you get? A point for
Yeah.
Hemlock and another, and a deeper in debt. Actually, that does work. All right, 20 tons for Hemlock, and almost 20 points, 19 to 12.
What's your minimum weight of rail again?
117 pounds.
91.
All right, minimum weight of rail. Oh, I think I forgot to mark a couple of things. Hold on. What have I forgot? What did we do? Oh, we did fuel capacity. The moment I zone out, I lose track of this thing. What else did we do? We did Bluetooth length, ET's weight computation, power MT. What are we missing here?
Did you mark down flues?
No, I did mark down flues.
What about flue tube length? I know we did
I marked that. Boiler pressure was the one. There it is.
Yeah.
Next. The moment I zone out even the slightest bit, I lose track of this. This is why it's like a two-person job.
Thing is, I have no earthly clue what I could win against this thing. Partially because it feels like it's entirely a black box.
Phone number
Tractive
and
effort.
phone number in class. You can win that. I'm serious. I'm not kidding. You can win number in class.
Oh, against
No,
1100 though.
No, I don't think that's gonna happen the way you think it's gonna happen.
I mean, worst case scenario, you could force Kaiserin off of this locomotive.
Sure.
But
I still already did call it. I think I did already call it. That though.
oh, what did you call?
I called tractive effort.
Oh, tractive effort. I didn't hear you. Kaiserin?
This is the one where I'm actually concerned about because I don't know if it's accurate or not. But it's 62,971 pounds.
No,
It doesn't sound right. I know. I need to we need to redo that one, but
I'll leave that for future Tyler comment. 51,450.
Big engine is big, but question. 13 to 20.
even I question that, and I created it.
Does God hide in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he created?
Let's go with Great area.
Great area.
70.3.
99 even.
99 even. 14 to 20.
I expected it to, but it's broad gauge. What am I saying?
Thickums.
I think Pim will win this numbering class.
5.
8.
Yeah!
I thought
I
you'd
told you.
win.
It's not a big railroad. There were 4 of the Pacifics.
Oh, shoot, what did I miss?
Okay, let's
What did I
go
write
with
down? It was
heating surface divided by cylinder volume, and this will tell you a lot about my locomotive.
heating service about
273.5.
408.04.
Uh-huh.
okay. 16
Yeah.
to 20. What did I miss here? What did I miss here? What got called that I didn't write down? Oh, it was great area, wasn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
Need to get better with that. That's why we're doing this. All right, Kaiserin.
Hinder water capacity.
13,750 gallons.
15,000 gallons.
Well, that's where all the space in the tender went. Kaiserin, just for frame of reference here, what is the gauge of this locomotive again?
It is 5 foot 8.75 inch gauge.
Gotcha. So over a foot over standard.
Yes,
Big engine is big. Carry on.
but it's not as big as like Erie gauge. But that's another story.
In fairness, never seen an Erie gauge Adriatic. That didn't really go past like 440s.
No, we need a Brunel gauge Adriatic next. That one you can confer with Tyler on. I'll give my valuable Tyler time to this.
Year
1937.
1940.
Yeah.
Now this one, I know you'll win. I hope. Valve gear,
Wally.
rotary poppet.
What
Yeah,
the fuck?
I'm not giving the point to Rotary Poppet.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, I mean, I like Rotary Poppet, but until Tyler goes through and codifies all the weird valve gears, I'm not,
Hey,
you know.
now hey, listen. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why?
Rotary Poppet is cool.
Well, no, rotary
Okay.
poppet works well at high speeds. That's why Chapelon used it on his Pacifics.
Now on the one paw, fair. On the other, what the fuck?
What did I not
Why?
write down again? I wrote down valve gear.
Year builder.
I wrote
We
down
didn't call
year.
it builder.
We didn't do builder. I'm getting distracted by
Hey.
watching this thing unfold.
Hey, now question.
No.
now,
What did I
this
miss in
thing
the
counts
list?
as having
Oh,
a
it was
builder, right?
Water capacity. Yeah, it has a builder.
Alright.
It definitely has an builder.
Called builder?
Okay.
Give the point to him.
What's the builder
The
listed
builder
as?
is Orion Industries.
Orion Industries. We can just scribble that out and write Kaiser in. But yeah, I mean either way, not
No.
better than.
Calco wins, right?
Yes. Yes, I'm gonna give the point to the actual locomotive works.
Cool.
We're
Now,
not.
y'all will have the problem of when I get around to building the live Steam model of this thing, there will be one that does exist technically.
Yeah, and then we can put that on the trading card and just have a live Steam one where all the stats are minuscule.
Yeah,
I feel like
exactly.
at least they'll be real. Anyway, it's 22 to 18. There are a total of 40 stat calls, which means we have markers on the board again.
What am I... Now, there's an option that seems mildly appealing to me. However, I'm not sure how well it's actually gonna go. I'm gonna try the knockout.
Okay. I am interested to see. Kaiser, you better have your list of style points ready and available and not have a pen anywhere near it. Let's go
No,
for the knockout.
I'm going to read them off of the. I'm going to read them off of the stat card, and I will read off no more other than one. There's
Okay.
one that's the stat card.
All right.
But
Let's start the knockout sequence with Hemlock. What is something that you have that the C7PE does not?
Elephant ears.
Yeah. Or smoke deflectors in general. Balls in your court, Kaiser, and what do you have that Hemlock doesn't?
an Adams bogey.
Is that ADDAMS or ADAMS? Whatever, it doesn't matter. And
It's
and you have
the
That's-
the front pilot axle is in conjunction with the first driver in a sort of truck.
oh, I just wanted the spelling, but I actually realized I don't care about the spelling. You have an Adams family. Hemlock.
All-weather cab.
That is something you absolutely have. Kaiserin.
In cab signals.
Cab signals because magic. Train phones, right? Hemlock.
Lighted number boards.
You do have lighted number boards.
I do not.
Yep. You've got that Euro styling, which means minimal wires. What do you have, though?
Electric headlight.
You do have an electric headlight. And, Hemlock, I assume you
Electric.
will say, I also have an electric headlight.
I do, yes.
Alright, same. So ball's back in Kaiserin's court.
Balancing rods.
Balancing rods. Hemlock?
I have the big door hinges.
Ah, the smoke box door hinges, yes.
You can't see them from this angle, but I can get you a picture if you want.
I believe you. Kaiserin.
We didn't call this on this particular run through, so compound.
Compound. That's true. You don't have the low pressure cylinders thing. Actually, it doesn't even matter anymore. Oh wait, no, it does for this, just not for rails. Carry on. Hemlock?
You didn't call it booster.
Booster. Smart play. Kaiserin?
Good rearward visibility.
Oh, because you can see by the sides of the tender?
Yeah, yes,
Or the-
it's got one of the German style tenders.
Okay. Okay, I think based on the shape of Hemlock's tender and based on my understanding of the shape of this tender, I do think you would have the slightest leg up. Good rearward visibility. Hemlock?
Bow.
Bell. Bell is good. Bell is Bell. Kaiserin?
Knuckle coupler,
You do have a knuckle.
or as it says on the card.
Yes. Hemlock?
Marker lights.
You're not going to go with I also have a knuckle?
I mean, I could. Do I need to do that now if I want to claim it as a style point? That's my
Yes.
Okay, the knuckle.
That's not codified anywhere, but otherwise it'd be very confusing. Kaiserin.
Okay, that's fair. I didn't realize I had to do it as an immediate rebuttal.
Buffers.
Buffers. I would... you don't have to, I suppose. I would just appreciate it if you did.
Okay, fair. Bell.
You already said Bell.
Oh, wait. That's not the one I did last time. Marker lights. Sorry.
Marker lights. Kaiserin.
Radio equipped.
Radio.
That's not remote controlled. That means there is a radio cab.
You have a remote controlled steam engine. This is the steampunk future that we all needed. Hemlock?
A Lesco feed water heater.
Feed water heater. Kaiserin?
It technically has a dual stack,
Okay. Dual stack
but
is...
it's not set up with like a normal one. They're not one behind the other. They're next to each other. That's why in the drawing it looks like a single stack.
it's a big... Dual stack is dual stack. Hemlock?
Polling pockets.
Polling pockets. Kaiserin?
The one that ended it all. I got a dart.
Dart. I was expecting that after smokebox hinges. Hemlock?
1100 itself had a name, Keatland.
Okay. Name. Kaiser, this thing has a name, doesn't it?
Yes, it does, and I bet you can't guess what the name of it is.
Even though I probably wrote it on the card, I have no idea what it is.
You did not write it on the card,
Oh.
but the name of this locomotive is Kaiser.
Oh, of course it is. Hemlock?
Fast pilot.
Cast pilot is nice.
No pilot.
That's not a point.
I know, but I'm trying to think of
No pilot?
No
boat
pilot.
drivers.
What'd you say,
It's
Kaiser?
on boat drivers is on the card.
Oh, spoked drivers. Yeah, I wrote that on the card because you didn't draw them.
Yes.
So it has to be clear to people that they are spoked and that they're not like skull and disc drivers or, you know, the equivalent. Hemlock?
Spoke, spoke drivers.
Yeah, same. Kaiserin?
Oh, if you refer to the picture that I sent, it has 2 cross compound air compressors.
Okay. I'm just writing in shorthand. Hemlock?
Dual cross compound air compressors.
Yep. Same. Kaiserin? Feeling close to the end of your rope.
Toolbox.
A toolbox. Is that the thing at the back end of the bunker?
In the picture on the end of the bunker, there is a toolbox.
Okay, toolbox. Hemlock?
I really want Hemlock to win, but I'm just trying.
Here's one. I'm not entirely. Actually, I have a whistle shield.
You do. Whistle
Yes.
shield.
Yeah, I have a whistle deflector.
Whistle deflectors are really neat. I love to see them when they come up. Kaiserin?
The crest, or no, not the crest, the herald, not called a crest, on the tender.
You do have a herald. I'll give you that. That's sort of a paint thing. I'm not calling it the paint point. I will call it a herald specifically. Hemlock?
See, this is the thing, though. I don't want to call the paint point because if you want to go by technicality, these things were in the lore. They were black with Russian iron boiler jackets, but I'm not going to call any of that. I'm not going to call any of that because it's a line drawing.
Also, for what it's worth, I would give it to Hemlock.
Yeah.
On the deflectors.
You do have a herald as well. Kaiserin? To 17. C7P is in danger.
Let me see if I can find anything.
Waiting to see.
Oh, automatic stoker.
Oh, the automatic stoker. Okay.
Hemlock got an automatic stoker probably, but it has one.
Hemlock, do you have a stoker?
I do.
Stoker. All right, Kaiserin.
Kill me.
You're out. Tap out.
Yeah, I'm out.
All right. Then I will mark this as KO. The C7PE is down for the count. I'm going to close out that image. And because the calling contestant won, or the instigating contestant won, this is what has to happen. If the calling/instigating contestant was victorious, both players, starting with the new calling contestant, that's you, Kaiserin, must activate a different locomotive to continue. So, Kaiserin, what locomotive will you activate?
I think I'm gonna go with the PLM 242DT.
242DT, this tank engine thing. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen this before.
The Tank Northern, eh?
Tank Northern. Hemlock,
Okay.
what will you activate?
I will activate... I'll activate the Consolidation.
The Consolidation, which is 307. Oh, sorry, 137. Oh, okay.
137 is the Connie, 306 is the Mikado.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a Mikado the first time I saw it. Alright, so 137 here against the... Nope, not that one. Against the 242D's Snuts. I don't know why I just went for the joke without noticing what the second letter was. And Kaiserin, you are the calling contestant now because Hemlock called that KO on you.
Let me pull up a picture of the consolidation real quick.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm screwed. Let's go with driver diameter.
That's not a bad opener. Yeah, I would have taken the 280s with smoke deflectors, but unfortunately those do not have stats. It's the...
Oh, we gotta fix that. We gotta amend that. That'll be in the next dossier.
Wait a second. Hold on.
Driver diameter.
Driver diameter. Driver diameter, 57 inches.
59.1 inches.
Way to be those guys, PLM. But not really. Alright, well, 19 to 22. The score is still pretty close, Kaiser, and you're still calling.
Let's go with, let's see if this was called. That was called,
Yeah. But, oh yeah, no. I would have taken these, but unfortunately they only have the early class of consolidation. They don't have this class of consolidation in Loco Paste.
Oh.
Tender loaded weight.
Tender loaded weight.
Yeah. I almost brought the tank engine just because I expected this. 135, 600.
0.
Goose egg for the tank engine. Kaiserin.
Goose egg, gang.
This thing. Let's see. Number built.
Number built.
4.
50.
50 of these things? What could you need 50 of these things for? I'm calling the PLM out.
I'm making a call out post on my Twitter.com. PLM, you got a small dick.
This is the 242DT.
Yep.
There is also a 242AT, BT, and CT.
I hate this. You're up.
Okay, let's see here. I want to go with, there ain't nothing left I can get away with.
No cheap points,
Let's go with firebox area. Let's get this out of the way. I want to see what firebox area is.
Alright, firebox area.
Maybe I should have gone with the Mikado. 166.
174.38.
Well, that is kind of close.
Concerningly close, yeah.
Alright, 22 to 22. Kaiserin.
Oh, this is one of them too. And that stat is horrible, by the way. But anyway, I'm gonna go with tubes.
Tubes.
Did we all tubes?
No, tubes is available. You can call tubes.
250 at 2-inch.
Good.
Hemlock is 1. 62 at 2.756 inch.
0.756.
What?
That's a
What?
metric conversion I haven't seen before. Hemlock, you are now the calling contestant. You're 23 to 22.
Ratio of driving wheelbase to overall engine wheelbase?
Dude, saw that one coming.
0.41.
0.65.
0.65 is the winner.
Engine wheelbase.
Base is 43.96.
24.5.
That's like half. Hemlock?
Engine weight.
Engine weight has been called.
Oh yeah, that's right. It didn't reset.
Not yet.
I didn't notice it was missing this.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Something's missing from 137. What could it be?
Tractive effort.
Tractive effort has been called.
Fuck. I mean, sorry, shoot. High
That was like the 17th F-bomb you've dropped on this stream. You should have started apologizing an hour ago.
Listen. My mom is not proud of me.
Anyway, pick something before your time runs out.
I did. High pressure cylinder.
High pressure cylinders. Let's hear them from the Frenchie.
16.54 by 25.59.
23 by 30.
Okay, we don't have to do math. Point goes to the 137. Hemlock.
Factor of adhesion.
4.36.
4.11.
Okay, yep. That works. 27 points. Oh, I need to mark off factor of adhesion. I'm doing too many things with my hands. Oh, wait, factor of adhesion was already called.
God damn it.
Look at the stats.
I am, but I'm not looking at the list on here because I also want to see my numbers.
Who needs numbers?
This game. All of the whole point of this game.
Alright, well, you're running out of time.
The numbers, Mason, what do they mean?
Less back talk, more stat.
Loco Face ID.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
13,350.
Yes. 92.45.
Those were both terrible.
I was like, this is bad. Looking at the picture of this thing, no way it is a 4-digit ID.
Oh god. Okay, well that's a Loco base ID off the board. There have been 26 stats called, which means there are about 10 to 15 left.
Yeah, it's slim pickings here.
It's slim pickings, and we are still 11 points from a reset. So, or 11 points from more markers. So currently, the hands of the reset is in the hands of Kaiserin.
I didn't quite want to do this, but you've got a wide spacing and larger drivers, I think. So driver wheelbase, rigid wheelbase.
That's already been called.
No, it hasn't. I just marked it.
We just marked it.
Yep.
18.24.
Let me just make sure I'm on the right sheet. 1583.
All right, there's another point for Hemlock. We have 50 total on the board. 28 to 22.
I'd like to swap
All right, what do you want to swap to?
the BR05.
The BR05, which is...
That's the Hudson, right?
That is the Hudson. And we have a reset, which also I have to mark down that there were 27 stats called in between these two resets to keep the numbers sane. Anyway...
The numbers, Mason, what do they mean?
There was a reset. The ball is still in the hands of Hemlock.
Ratio of driving wheelbase to overall engine wheelbase.
Nice.
Let's see, the ratio, 0.37.
0.65.
0.37. Ouch. That's like Jubilee size.
Ellis Temelio's weight computation.
All right, time to hop onto the Royale tools and do some quick maps.
Quick maps.
Quick maps. MAFFS. That's just how it's spelt. And let me
Okay,
know
so
when you
that's
guys have them.
weight divided by total weight, right?
It's weight on drivers divided by engine weight.
Yeah, not total overall weight, engine weight. Kaiser, and I would have held out. Hemlock had to give you the ball eventually.
I'm just playing for fun. We gotta test it.
We do. I'm getting better at it, I think.
The pain.
Yeah.
All right, well, what are we looking at? 0.52 for Kaiser and 0.87 for Hemlock. Okay, 30 points for Hemlock. Hemlock, what's your next? What could it be?
High pressure cylinders.
High pressure cylinders once again. Man, the opportunities that open up when the board is reset. Kaiserin.
We're gonna have to do math on this one.
Uh-oh.
Well, let's just think. I have 17.72 by 25.98, but I have 3 of them.
Oh, god
Okay,
damn
you're
it.
not a compound.
Alright,
I see.
put the numbers in the Royale tools and we'll see how they shake out.
Oh boy. Wait, I'm
Somebody
one over.
missed.
I missed. That was me.
23 by 30.
Cylinders. I have
We're
30
doing the
of them.
DDA 40X now.
Let's see if the square saves me. I don't know if it will.
It's actually circular, Hemlock.
You know what I mean.
Oh man.
What?
I
Oh,
lost.
the third cylinder did not save you. That's another point for Hemlock. Okay,
Right.
31 to 22.
I'm gonna call tubes again.
Tubes.
Okay. 146 tubes at 2.126.
126.
250 at 2 inches.
250 at 2 inches. That's the point there. What did I not write down? I didn't write down something. The base
You
ratio.
didn't write down,
What did I not write down?
Wheelbase ratio. ET's weight.
Wheelbase.
computation.
Oh, EC's weight computation. Ah, it's all the way at the bottom. Okay. Doesn't matter. Way down there. I made it up. 54 points, 32 to 22, Hemlock.
Proactive effort.
I have nothing better than that. Or I have something. I don't know. 33,304 pounds.
43,782.
Consolidation takes the cake, 33 to 22. Hemlock.
Let me look at your engine real quick. Yeah, you're sporting Wally. I'm not calling that.
Mhm. But Hemlock, it's what's on the inside that matters. Who knows what that third cylinder has?
Yeah. Firebox area.
199.06.
Wow.
166.
All right, the point goes to Kaiserin with the BR05.
Driver diameter.
It's not worth the block. I can't beat this. 57.
You don't have a block to use.
You know what? You're right.
57
Oh,
against?
Ellis, you remember how you were saying something about 80
Are
inch
these things
drivers?
84s?
No, Ellis.
90.
These are 90.6
Yeah.
drivers.
Why would you
Uh-huh.
put wheels that big on a locomotive? I just don't understand.
You know what I
East
just noticed?
East wanted to come here. He wanted to bring the hurricane. So
You know what I just noticed?
what?
That's a 5-axle tender.
Oh yeah, so it is.
That's awful.
It's the like German version of a centipede, I guess.
Fritz, what are you on?
All right.
Boiler pressure.
Boiler pressure.
Man, 185.
Ouch.
290.1.
I know preservation engines that run at more than that. Kaiserin, 25 to 33.
I hate the Germans and I hate the French more.
Let's go with power L1.
Sure. 7,915.
49,055.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Sure.
26 to 33.
Same as above, but sub firebox area for grade area.
34,395.
72,762.
Yeah. I'll tell you how that happened.
Magic. 60 points on the board. More markers on the board.
Oh boy.
I'm going to go with, let's see if this is been called. Year built.
Year built. Hemlock?
Mark.
Did we
No,
lose
I'm
Hemlock?
not gonna do it.
Oh.
1912.
Oh, 1912. Oh, and I just
You'll never guess. You'll never guess what year this thing was built.
1948.
No, 1950.
1950.
Yeah. I was considering whether I wanted to do the block, and then I took another look at it and was like, no, I don't want to do the block.
Yeah, I mean, 1950 is 1950. You're not getting ahead of that with much.
I was looking at it and it's like, this was built at least the 30s, and I don't have anything that's strongly after that I'd be willing to camp.
Yeah. Well, it's built definitely after the 30s because it doesn't have any particular iconography on it. Not saying
Kinda
what that
medieval.
is.
If you want to go by technicality, this locomotive was built in the 30s, but I'm using the rebuild version. So
Okay. Anyway, Kaiserin.
let's go with that's an odd number. Let's go with flues.
Flues, go.
I have a feeling Hemlock's engine is a super soaker.
I'm not, actually.
Uh-oh.
24 at 5 inches.
Oh, 5 inches, though. Kaiserin?
Oh, you won.
What?
35 at 5.276 inches.
Wow. Yeah, okay. I don't see 5.276 winning many flues contests.
I am
35
not a Mormon.
35 to 28. Hemlock, you're up.
Not in a great position, I don't think. This is
Well, you both have markers. You are in.
factor of adhesion. I've made my choice.
Oh God.
3.64.
4.11.
That's better. 36 to 28. I'll have 9 locomotives out here. But somehow I get the feeling that if Hemlock tried to KO right now, it would not go well for them.
Yeah, builder.
Builder.
Borsig.
Calco.
Calco, Canadian Locomotive Company, which I don't think Borsig is on the list.
Oh, oh
Uh,
no.
But it's not like there's no way it's gonna be above. I think Borsig is Borsig is one of those
Borsig
that.
is right there with Hinch.
What'd you say?
Borsig is right there with Hinch.
Yeah, it's not one of these that. Yeah.
It's not going to be Baldwin or Alco or any of them. No,
Yeah.
not by a million yards.
And
Yeah,
so
the-
CLC is Canadian Locomotive Company. Certain years,
It's It's not these certain years.
No, it's not those certain years. But Borsig is not classified. Where did you say it would fall?
Probably around Henschel, but I would ask Tyler. He probably thinks different.
Yeah, I mean Henschel is above CLC, because CLC not in this era is actually kind of low. Um, the working of Tyler's mind is an enigma, but let's see. Borsig. Borsig is less than. It says it's less than Bayer Peacock, but Bayer Peacock's up here, and we don't have any other frames of reference here. Um, I know Borsig is a relatively well known works, but
They're relatively well known for building tanks for the Nazis, though.
well, that does take some points away.
Like Rheinmetall, Borsig, that's these guys.
Borsig Locomotive Works. Borsig, this one. Um, is there a thing of how many locomotives these guys have produced? Although, are they still around? Oh, they're under Alstom now. Um, versus Canadian Locomotive Company. Let me look at this. When was this thing founded? Founded much earlier. CLC forums. I think I am hesitant to.
I would give Hemlock the point.
Yeah,
For this one.
I don't know. I feel like Borsig. If Borsig is up with Henschel, then it is above CLC. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to say that right now, and I'm going to put Borsig under. I'm going to put Borsig under CLC. I'll just make a note of that for now.
Tyler and Tyler said CLC.
Tyler said CLC. So
Amazing.
CLC is above Borsig. Which means Borsig is actually quite far down. 37 to 28.
Okay, Hemlock.
All right, I was expecting to win that for a different reason.
You thought it was going to be shop built because it's a rebuild.
Yep, I did. L on my part, but you know what?
we take those. All right.
Engine wheelbase.
Engine wheelbase.
45.60.
2450.
2450.
I really don't want to use a marker,
Well,
but I
then,
feel
you know.
increasingly out of things to call.
There are a lot of things available, I feel like.
Engine weight.
Engine
I'm
weight.
running out of things I feel confident in.
Well, sometimes that's the way it works. Engine weight. Kaiserin.
233,690.
206 even.
Okay, still a win. 39 to 28. The lead has widened to more than 10 points for the first time this game.
Tender loaded weight.
206.20.
That is... I accidentally swapped my page. 135 600.
135 600. 40 to 28.
Total engine and tender.
Total locomotive weight.
10.
Repeat that.
Me or no.
You, Kaiser, and I didn't hear you.
434, 310.
Okay. And luck.
341 600.
41. 41 points to 28.
So the win conditions are knock out all of your opponent's locomotives or first to like 100?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. In any case, I still have to play this.
Yes. Ultimately, we're not there yet. Also, East, thanks for checking. Also, what is this ping?
Okay.
UMF's wanting to mess with me list. Me list!
Me list. Overall
Oh.
wheelbase.
Overall wheelbase.
73.08.
I've lost it. Hold on.
Oh, you keep losing your page.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. I forgot the stat I was missing was overall wheelbase. I call the stat I don't have.
Okay, you cannot do that.
Yeah.
Call something else.
Yeah. 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 I feel like that's an unforced error and should be a turnover. But.
Well, it will be if you don't call something within like the next 5 seconds.
Loco base ID.
Okay, Loco base ID. There goes your timer. Loco base ID from Kaiserin.
5079.
Whoa.
9245.
50-79, huh? 29 points versus 41. The point goes to Kaiserin. You're playing now.
Just as a reminder, the BR-05 from 1934, which is a completely different class, was in the 2000s, and I can't believe that. But this, it's on the same page. But like,
What?
let's go with.
Hold on. What am I missing here? What did I forget to write down? Did we do wait on drivers? Did we do? I didn't write down something because we have 70 points and 69 stat calls. Did I? No, I got builder. Axle loading. Did we do wait on drivers? Did we do overall wheelbase?
We did overall wheelbase. That's what it was.
No, we didn't.
No, we
overall
didn't.
wheelbase
We
'cause
couldn't.
I don't have it.
Did we do driver? No, we didn't do that. Booster tractive effort, fluid tube length, grade area, evaporative heating surface, superheating surface, combined heating surface over cylinder volume, power computations. I think I might have just given somebody an extra point.
Call driver wheelbase. I didn't call wait on drivers.
Oh, we did call driver wheelbase?
I said I didn't call.
Oh, you
driver
didn't.
wheelbase.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Specifically, I did not because I was scared of how that one would
Oh, okay.
go.
Yeah, no, I believe you. I think I may have clicked the button one too many times. It'll show in the recording, but oh well, here we are.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's just what happened.
Then this should probably be 40 to 29.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Well, Kaiserin,
Oh, I'm calling?
aren't you?
You won, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know I won.
You did.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna use my marker and swap
Okay. Swap 2.
the 310.
310. The big driver machine.
Hey, buddy. I knew it was coming.
Well, I'm probably gonna call one you didn't expect. Minimum weight of rail.
Minimum weight of rail.
Let me just check something real quick. Yeah, go. 75.
75.
54.
54. Okay, it's 30 to 40.
Okay, let's go with let's see.
You know what's funny? This point last game, last time we played, the people that were playing were already just effing around with ties to force people to swap.
Number in class.
Number in class.
Yeah. 4.
90.
90
Yep.
of these things,
Yep.
of course.
Or number built. Let me go ahead and get it out of the way.
4.
90.
90, the double dip is successful. Kaiserin.
Yippee.
Go with low pressure cylinders.
Low pressure cylinders. Get the feeling
I'm gonna
Hemlock.
use a block. No, I
I
don't have.
was-
I don't, It would be so funny if one of these did actually have secretly have low pressure cylinders. But
Yeah,
yeah, no,
it would
I
be
got
even
nothing.
funnier if it was the 101.
Yeah,
But no low pressure cylinders for you, meaning Kaiser. And how big are yours?
25.98 by 28.35.
All right, what's next?
yeah.
Oh man, pack grip adhesion's been called. Heating surface divided by cylinder volume.
Heating surface over cylinder volume.
I'm going to swap.
You're gonna block 2.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna block. I'll block to the 1100.
Block to the 1100. This is a reset as well. So I'm going to mark down 23 called. We're going to mark that, and we're going to mark heating surface over cylinder volume. What are you swapping to again? The
1100.
1100. Excellent use of a block. Your number is
273.50.
So that's evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volume. So mine would be 377.29.
okay.
Yep.
That didn't work out like it could have, but we do have a stat reset.
That's
Kaiserin,
how I was expecting it to work out, frankly.
34 to 40.
Back grip adhesion.
424.
420.
420.
Yeah.
Wow, very close. Blaze it.
I have considered swapping to the 040 because it would have won factor of adhesion.
All right, Kaiserin, 35 to 40. You're closing the gap.
Driver diameter.
69.
Nice.
84.3.
Repeat that.
84.3.
Ah. Sorry. Sometimes things just don't come through super clearly. I'm asking to repeat for my own purposes. Kaiserin, you won. Go again.
Go with driver wheelbase.
Driver wheelbase or rigid wheelbase.
18.5.
14.57.
1457, 37 to 40. Kaiserin.
Engine wheelbase.
42.83.
34.28.
3428.
Let's go with weight on drivers.
Weight on drivers.
218, 210.
97 to 24.
Wow, less than half. 39 to 40. Kaiserin.
Engine weight.
371, 320.
189, 597.
And it's tied up again.
Also, markers are on the board.
Markers are on the board. The fourth set is available.
Boiler pressure.
Boiler pressure.
275.
Oh man, you got me. 232.1.
232 is not overly impressive. Hemlock, you're in charge now. 41 to 40.
In charge now, clean slate, and I got the bigger engine. Let's go. Firebox area.
Firebox area.
Firebox area. 162.48.
370.
370.
Great area.
Great area.
49.71.
70.3.
Yep.
Evaporative heating surface.
Evaporative heating surface, you say?
Yep.
2291.
377.77.
Well, that's low for this thing. Both of them seem low to me. Anyway, carry on. 44 to 40.
Superheating surface.
467.
1665.
Okay, well that explains one of the numbers anyway. Hemlock, 45 to 40.
Combined heating surface.
275.58.
544. 5442.
54, 42, 46 to 40.
Power MT.
Power MT.
931.83.
Pretty good.
1907.
Completely absurd.
Power L1.
13,698.
47202.
47. 47 for L1.
Same as above, sub firebox area.
44,123.
133 293.
130. Wow, okay. More than double, almost triple. That one threw me for a loop because I wasn't even sure that was, you know, I wasn't sure who won. Hemlock 49 to 40.
High pressure.
High pressure cylinders.
I'd like to block
With?
242, or not 242, 214P.
214. Oh, wait, it's 214?
Yes,
The
214.
mountain, I'm assuming.
Okay. Right now it's
Yeah.
it's written as 241. Is that my typo or yours?
No, there's two. There's the 241, or there's the 241P and the 242DT.
Yeah. You said 214.
Yes, I said 214. That's the one I want.
I'm confused.
You're saying 214, but there is no 214. There's 241.
Yeah, 241. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Okay.
I was okay. Blocking with the 241 against what was the stat call?
High pressure cylinders.
High pressure
I'm
cylinders.
still convinced this gives me a better chance. 17.56 by 25.59.
22.5 by 30.
Okay. A better chance, not a good enough one. 50 to 40. Hemlock, you're still calling.
Under fuel capacity.
Your fuel capacity.
13.2 tons.
20.
20 tons is a lot of coal. Hemlock?
Robert Lamessina.
Robert Lamessina's power computation. We are more than halfway to the point total as well. Go on.
15,449.
19,333.
Okay. 52 to 40. The lead is about back where it was when it started narrowing last time.
Same as above plus superheater.
2238.
25,326.
These two are relatively close, just not completely close. 53 to 40. Hemlock.
Tractive effort.
Tractive effort.
34,107.
51,450.
51 450. Again, not super impressive. I don't know what it is about this thing. I just am so on the fence about 1100 here. 54 points to 40. Hemlock.
Valve gear.
Valve gear, huh?
Wall shirts.
Wall shirts.
Uh-oh. There's a tie. In the event of a tie, and I will go through this so that it's spelled out for the listeners as well as myself. In the event of a tie, the opposing contestant is given the option to activate and use one of their dormant locomotives, and use that value for the statistic, if possible. What,
This is to clear this up. Is it optional?
It is optional. You can say, no, I'm going to hang on to this tie.
No.
You're not going to change it. Hemlock. Now you must attempt to break the tie by switching to a different locomotive.
701.
701, which is this
Baker.
one. Baker valve gear. And, yeah, the point goes to Hemlock, and now you have 701 calling against the 241P. Now, if it had remained a tie even after Hemlock swapped, no points would be given, but Kaiserin would be in charge of the game. If that said, if the calling contestant Hemlock, if you had no dormant locomotives with which to attempt the tiebreak, you either use a marker to rest, so you spend a marker, or you must begin a knockout sequence.
Outstanding. It's
yeah.
an interesting mechanic.
So, yeah. Basically, it's saying that if you can't go anywhere, the game has to end here. Or at least you're going to be fighting for your life. But no, 55 to 40, you're up.
Okay. Overall wheelbase.
Overall wheelbase.
Overall wheelbase 90.72.
60-27.
60-27. Hemlock sighs like they're going to lose even when they win the stat.
Tender loaded weight.
Tender loaded weight.
186,952.
156,000.
Alright. 57-40.
Total locomotive weight.
Total locomotive weight.
476, 639.
408,500.
Okay. 58 to 40.
Minimum weight of rail.
Oh.
75.
86.
Ouch. 75. Kaiserin, you have won that. It's now 41 against 58. And you're calling.
If I'm remembering right, Loco base ID.
Loco base ID.
That's a shame. That's a real, yeah. 14,490.
1064.
1064. Not a great one. We have more markers on the board, though. We have hit 100 total points. It's 42 to 58. Kaiserin, you are still up.
I thought the game ended.
No.
It's when one contestant.
Yeah, no, not a total of 100.
It's first to 100, not a total of 100.
Oh, I was mistaken here.
You're just like, push the chair back from the desk. Great job, everyone. Why is it not over?
Yeah. Ironically, I have your score to go, you have my score to go.
All right.
Numbering class.
Like, it's gonna take 5 hours.
Numbering class.
4.
35.
35. 43 to 58. You say number built?
Yes, number built.
Number built.
4.
4 to 35. 44 to 58. Kaiserin.
Year.
1937.
1948.
Sorry, I was looking at the wrong stat page. 1921.
Well, that's better. 45 to 58.
I'm not used to managing this money.
Low pressure cylinders.
Zip.
An amount. Kaiserin.
26.54 by 27.56.
What is your next stack? Oh, whoops. Let me drop in low pressure cylinders.
With tubes.
Tubes. Hemlock.
Yeah.
Tubes.
2.25, 160.
141 2.126.
126. 47 against 58. Kaiserin.
Blue tube link.
You know what? And in comes 1100 with the steel chair.
Alright, you're going to block for 1100?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see 1100 in here. Also, we have another reset which means I have to mark down how many were called, which is 32, which we got through that bunch very quickly. And that was what called? Flue tube length?
Yes.
Flue tube length. Okay, so what is the flue tube length of a 1100?
21.
21.
19.65.
And Hemlock has 59 points, the ball, and a clear board. But you both have markers.
Year.
Year.
Yep.
I'd like to swap.
Are you a block
I'd
rather?
like to block. I'd
Yep.
like to block the BR05.
The BR05.
There it is.
Let's see year.
My year is 1950.
1950 against
1937.
1937. I think you still would have won that. But 48 points against 59. Kaiserin.
Driver diameter
69.
Nice.
90.6.
Yep. 49 to 59. Gap of 10. Close it up.
Let's go with
Let's see.
minimum weight of rail.
Minimum weight of rail. Hemlock.
And in comes Hillcrest 101.
I knew
with
this
the
was
wooden
coming.
Stick.
You're going to block to switch to 101, huh?
I am going to do that.
And I'd like to tell you guys something amazing. You have just reset the board a second time.
Splendid.
Minimum weight of rail.
18.
18.
18.
Yes.
67.
Well, Hemlock wins. 60 points against 49. 109 total on the board. And Hemlock, you are now playing with 101 against the BR05.
Builder.
Builder.
Ellis, you never changed the stat. You never changed the sheet to 101.
Click. Thank you. Anyone can press those buttons, by the way. If I forget, you can just click stuff.
No,
It tells us I need. It tells me I need permission. That's the thing.
It does?
Let me press the button. Yes.
Oh, well that shouldn't happen. Well, I guess I have to do it then. Never mind. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know how to script. This was like a second foray into scripting spreadsheets for me. So I guess you guys don't have permission. Sucks. To be me, actually. Builder?
Yes.
Borstig.
Borsig?
Vulcan Ironworks, which is above Henschel anyway.
Yeah, which is above Henschel and above CLC, importantly. So you win that one. Because that's where CLC was, or that's where Borsig is metered to now. 61 points.
Tubes.
Tubes.
146 at 2.126 inches.
46 at 175.
175. Damn. Well, of course. Small bean.
Factor of adhesion.
Oh no. Here it is.
3.64. It's 4, isn't it?
4.04.
4.04 is insanely good for an 040. Like, usually they're much higher than that. Well, no, actually. Usually they're lower. Never mind.
Yeah, a theme will start to emerge with this stat page.
Yeah, I'm starting to worry about this guy.
Yeah.
Go on, Hemlock. 63 to 49.
Driver wheelbase.
16.73.
4.
4.
Engine wheelbase.
45.60.
4.
This stupid
overall
thing.
wheelbase.
I could punt this.
73.80 or no 73.08. It still would have lost.
4. Ratio of driving wheelbase to overall engine wheelbase.
0.37.
Weight on drivers.
Or you can say 1.
Oh yeah, 1.
Yeah, you do have to give your number,
Sorry.
even if it's assumed.
Sorry, I got a little ahead of myself.
All right, what was the next thing you wanted to call?
Weight on drivers.
Weight on drivers.
121,254.
And 22,000.
22,000. 68 points.
Engine weight.
233,690.
22,000. Total engine and tender weight.
434,310.
22,000.
And if you had like a good memory, you could use this as just like a number farming exercise to suss out the things that your opponent has with no danger to yourself.
Tender loaded weight.
God.
200,620.
Nothing.
Goose egg. 71 to 49. We now have the markers back on the board.
I'm considering my next move. I'm going to
Disney
I am
World.
going to swap.
Swap. Okay, swap 2.
I'm going to swap. I'm going to swap to the Mikado. I'm going to swap to 306.
306. Yeah, let's show 306 some love. Let's see the Mikado against this BR05. 71 to 49. Hemlock is within 30 points of winning.
All right. Okay. Tractive effort.
Traction.
33,304.
45,536.
Okay, I was expecting to be impressed by this, and I'm not.
What, the Mikado?
Yeah,
I don't know what to tell you.
just saying.
Yeah. Tubes. I mean, not tubes, flues.
Flues.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can't call tubes. Already called.
I know. I meant flues and then it came out as tubes.
35 at 5.276 inches.
32 at 5 even.
5 even. 5.2.
Canadian, it has 5-inch flues. You got to remember that.
No, the Canadians usually had 4-inch flues that I always called weird. But
Oh man, Ellis, you're never gonna believe it. The locomotive right next to this one has 6-inch flues, but that's a different story.
I hate
Why?
that.
Why would you...
All right, Hemlock, you're still up.
Sure.
6-inch flues.
Flue tube length.
18.04.
Uh-oh, I hit the X on one of my stat pages on accident.
Control Shift T.
I'm not using Chrome, that's not helpful.
Oh damn it! I thought it worked on other browsers too. Bummer.
No, it does not work on Firefox, apparently. Okay, I've got it back. What did I call?
You called flue tube length and
Oh, yes, 20.
20. 20 on this?
Yeah.
Where did you fit it all? On 74.
Willer.
74 to 49.
Okay. 70. Firebox area.
199.06.
231.5.
Okay, well now I'm getting a little more impressed.
Great area.
I'd like to block, or I'd like to use my marker
Yep.
and block with the 241P.
241P against, what do you say, great area, Hemlock?
Yep.
Great area for the 241P is
50, 54.34.
Let me just 50.
Wow. Okay. 50 points for Kaiserin now, too. 50 against 75. Kaiserin, good luck and Godspeed. And also,
Actually, I used my marker, so you have to reset.
yeah, I
it.
was about to say, importantly, we have it reset. Great Area is the one called, and the difference is, shoot, let me just undo and see what it is. It's going to be 16. 16 for that reset. 125 to 125. I could have just guessed and checked. But, Kaiserin, what is your call with the 241p against Ontario Northland 306?
Number in class.
Number in class.
6. Well, 6 is not quite accurate.
Against?
6 is not quite accurate. 306 is one of the otherwise identifier classes. They built like 18 of these in total. 306 was part of one of the 12 classes 12 delivered later.
Well, for number in class, I would just say what the railroad decided was the number.
That's not listed on the sheet is the problem.
Well, then stat sheet it is. Kaiserin?
35.
35. Wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Number built.
Number built.
18, basically.
18 is fine by me. Against 35. 52 to 75.
Year.
1916. Well, 1921.
1948.
48. 53 to 75.
This is the Mikado, right?
Yes,
Yep.
This is 306.
Driver diameter.
That's gonna be like 63.
79 and a half.
79 and a half. 54 to 75. Next.
Go with firebox area.
We did all. Oh, the board reset. That's right.
Yeah, firebox area.
Firebox area. That's 31.5.
316.67.
55 to 75.
Grade area.
Great area. It has been called. That's how we got here.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
It's okay. Try something else.
Evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volume.
Hemlock?
188.97.
367.21.
56 to 75.
I'd have some pretty impressive evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volumes if it weren't for the fact that I was against like compounds.
That's true. It makes your big numbers look very small. Kaiserin.
Let's go with low pressure cylinders.
Low pressure cylinders. What do you know? None of them on the 306, I would imagine.
10 by 10.
10 by 10?
No, I don't have any.
Okay. Kaiserin.
26.54 by 27.56.
All right, how about you call high pressure cylinders since you want to.
57 to 75. Kaiserin.
Let's go with same as above, but sub firebox area for grade area.
All right. Same with above sub firebox. Kaiserin. Or sorry, Hemlock first.
49,587.
117,934.
All right. 58 to 75.
It's because you have that ridiculous boiler pressure.
Power L1.
12,312.
31,404.
31,404. 59 to 75.
Same as above plus superheater percentage.
1071. 710.
Sorry, what? 1071 against
Uh,
2238.
I
2238.
realized I worded that poorly. I was trying to amend 10,710.
Okay, 10,710 versus, what'd you say, Kaiser, 22K?
Or 2238.
2238. All right, 60 to 75. I didn't miss one, right? Because I was checking my pings.
Hold on. There. Yeah, we're good.
All right.
Superheater percentage wasn't marked yet.
Same as a superheater percentage. Okay, and I think I missed the score on that. No, okay, we're fine.
No, that was Kaiser in.
Let's go with. Let's test this out.
Uh-oh.
Evaporative heating surface.
3,220.
That's Frogfall. 2634.
26-34. 76 points to Hemlock, 60 points to Kaiserin. We are 4 points away from more markers. And Hemlock is now calling against the 241p with the 306.
The French Mountain, right?
The French Mountain.
Okay. Tractive effort.
Tractive effort.
34107.
45,536.
77 against 60.
Factor of adhesion.
I would like to, or no, I can't do anything.
Can't. Not for another couple points.
Get ready for the worst factor of adhesion you've ever heard. 5.27.
That's so not the worst.
Unfortunately, I've heard way worse, but that's really bad. Hemlock?
3.95.
3.95 is pretty good. Even though it starts with a 3, it's a little misleading.
Valve gear.
Valve gear, huh?
Wall shirts.
Baker.
Another Baker engine.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure that's Baker in the picture.
Yeah, I wasn't really looking at the picture.
Yeah.
I think it looks
I
like...
was. The sheet listed as wall shirts, the picture looks like Baker.
Well, no, I think that could be either. Because wall shirts sometimes does have this arrangement, unless you have, better confirmation that it's not what it says on the sheet.
Well, I can get you a better side view, but it does not appear to have the banana.
Is it... Well, it would be on the other side then, wouldn't it? Or no, it's on both
What do
sides.
you mean?
No, it's on both sides. Well, no, it would it not be on... No, I guess it's on both sides. I don't know. Got confused. I don't know. I would like confirmation on this if it's not... It does look like Baker, but I've sometimes been bamboozled before. Do you have a better... You said you had a better side view. Do you have an engineer's side view?
I do not think I have a clear engineer's side view on hand. No.
Well, I guess it doesn't...
Not of 306 specifically.
I guess it does look more like Baker. But I'm hesitant to go through on this one. Unless we have better, confirmation. I suppose I could just ping Tyler. This Wally or Baker. There we go.
I was already on it.
Give that a second. Why do you want to mess with the list?
I don't think Dean's right. You know?
I don't know.
Feel like...
I don't see the confirmation either way, but I've seen Wally that looks sort of like this. Wish we had a shot of the other side.
There are shots of the other side, but on other engines.
Could I see?
The problem is the problem is it's a pretty far away shot, and also the arrangement is different. Like, it's clearly wall shirts, but it's not the same it's not the same setup either way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it is a pretty far away shot. Yeah, it is a different setup.
There's also this one, but you still can't really tell.
I mean, it looks like they. I don't know. I can't say for certain. I'm going to have to tell you to abide by the stat sheet on this one. Because I don't.
Oh, there's another picture provided by Mew.
306. Yeah, I mean, it does look more like Baker.
If you compare it to the known Baker 701, looks about the same.
It does. Okay, I will have to give it to you then. Baker for Valve Gear. 80 points versus 60 points. New markers on the board.
Okay. Thank you, Bender. I'm still calling against the rigid wheelbase.
Kaiserin?
20.67.
20.67.
1650.
1650. Okay. 81 versus 60.
Engine wheelbase.
44.16.
3467.
467.
HP cylinders.
Oh no.
Okay.
High
17.56 or 17.56 by 25.59.
25 by 30.
25 by 30. They liked their big cylinders, huh, on the Ontario Northland. 83
Yes.
to 60. Hemlock.
Engine weight.
Wait. 289, 687.
341, 600. I forgot who I was dealing with.
61 points for Kaiserin. 83 points for Hemlock. Sorry, what did I miss here? Engine weight. What else did I miss? Did we do overall wheelbase?
I don't think so.
What did I miss here?
We did weight on driver. No, we didn't do weight on drivers.
We did fiber, we did rigid. Did engine weight.
Did high pressure cylinders. What do you call after high pressure cylinders?
Thought I called engine weight.
Oh, was it right that then?
I don't know what we're missing. Wheelbase ratio, overall wheelbase, axle loading, weight on drivers.
What did I miss?
Boiler pressure, booster tractive, tubes, flues.
No,
tube
I mean,
length.
maybe I clicked the button one too many times.
Yeah.
I keep doing that when you're calling points because I just expect them to go through. For whatever reason, sometimes brain just like connects dots. All right, 61 versus 82 then, 143 called. Kaiserin.
I want to use a marker.
4.
Probably gonna kill me, but I want to. I want to go to. What's it called? I want to go to KO.
You can't KO unless you're in the lead.
Oh.
So.
You didn't tell me.
You can swap if you'd like. Otherwise, you should call a stat.
I think I'll swap to the.
Hi, Tyler, is that you?
Yes, that's me.
What's up?
Yes.
Swap to the 242 DT.
Okay.
I'm
Tyler.
pretty sure that is Baker.
Okay.
Okay, great. That was my thought too, and that was the consensus eventually arrived on after the picture me sent. But we wanted I thought it good to ping the technical advisor.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like pretty sure, but I couldn't be certain because I don't know. I've seen some weird looking Wallies. And Baker doesn't have like a feature that sticks out. It's just sort of absence of Wally. All right. Anyway, we have the 241p against 306.
No, the 242 DT.
Oh, 242 DT. Sorry, 242 DT
Okay.
against 306. Got distracted with that whole
Match is
arrangement.
still going.
You
Yeah.
shouldn't be surprised. I think it's actually going fairly quickly. all things considered. Considering we started at like 7:30.
Yeah.
All right, Kaiserin.
Oh, I'm calling still?
Oh, sorry. No,
Oh,
you just
I
swap.
switched over for some
Wait, no,
reason,
didn't you win a point and then you asked
Yes.
to swap?
and then I
Yes.
swapped.
Kaiser
Yeah.
won a point in the swap. Yes.
Yes, so you are still calling. You haven't called anything yet, as a matter of fact.
Okay, I'm gonna call year.
Year has already been called.
Oh, uh let's make Tyler do some work since he just got here. Builder. I'm
Builder.
gonna lose, but
Still Calco.
Still Calco versus...
bad and Knowles.
What the hell is that?
At least I think that's how it's pronounced. It's
How do you
BAT.
Alright, while y'all sort this out, I'm gonna get some cider.
BAT,
IG
IG,
NO
NO,
LL
LLS.
no ES.
Oh god, of course, because French. Yeah, that isn't in the list. Did Tyler leave?
No.
What's no?
It's
why?
it's Bagnoles. Or Batignoles
The versus what?
versus Canadian Locomotive Company.
Oh god damn it. Okay. Kaiserin, can you put the name in streaming and recording?
Hold on, I got it.
Because I am not going to try to write out the French language. I will ask my sister to write out something from French, but no, I'm just gonna put like baguette no less.
Bagnoles.
Okay.
Batignoles.
If I'm remembering correctly, this is the company that Chapelon worked with to build those meter gauge mountains. No, yeah, mountains
Goodness.
for like
Site de
Brazil.
construction de this Batignoles. Okay.
Well, we've never heard this come up before, I'll say that much.
Yeah, their notes are
We can decide that they're just less than less than thing. Unless you
Yeah.
really want to try to find a spot for them in the list. But
I'm not going to do this list right now. I'm looking at this and like, is this actually the correct? I guess they're more of a civil engineering firm. What?
what?
I'm
Look, I'm telling you,
Almost
everybody
makes-
in France made locomotives at one point in time.
Almost
No
makes
one-
me inclined to say you should give it to them. I fear the dirt engineers.
No one copies the French.
just give it to CLC.
Okay. Oh, whoops. I've been putting the things the wrong way around this whole time. Nope. Still the wrong way. Borsig
You're asking a bridge company to build a tank. Yes, you're asking a bridge company to build a steam locomotive.
All right,
Yes. I think they'll do a worse job than the literally locomotive company.
Fair enough. All right. So Batignoles
These things.
is below CLC, which shouldn't be overly surprising. All right. It's 83 to 61. Hemlock, do you have your cider?
Yeah, I'm here. I've got my cider.
All right. Next stack call.
Overall wheelbase.
Overall wheelbase.
43.96.
I'm sorry, you're northern, right?
A
Yeah, but
northern
I'm a
tank
north-
engine.
Still looks so lanky. Is this standard gauge?
No, it's standard.
6340.
All right, and the point goes to the 242 DT. 62 points to 83.
I know. I'll be honest with. I know nothing about this locomotive.
Okay, why did France build this?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, France built it. Yeah, but
Kaiserin said it was for commuter service, but I wouldn't send commuters near this thing.
It's Arnold the
yeah.
Royd's engine before it decided to get buff.
Maybe I'll take this to the gym with me tonight.
I love
It's-
that I made Ellis laugh so hard he clipped out.
Oh my god. It's
That's so perfect.
Arnold
let's go with valve gear's been called. I'm trying to get him to knock this thing out because I don't want it anymore.
I don't want it.
don't
Stop.
want Kill it. I don't want it anymore.
You know, I don't either. That's good. We're in agreement.
I'm just saying, but like I'm sitting at my computer and my back is starting to hurt. I've been sitting here so long.
Oh jeez. Need a better gaming chair.
Loco base D.
Loco base ID.
That's gonna be probably horrendous on my end. Yeah, 16,484.
How have I won? 13,350.
At 63 to 83.
Obscurity is how you won.
Loco
That's
base against the
what we're-
fictional.
Tyler,
Uh.
I tried that. Kaiserin was allowed to swap.
Aw.
That counted as not having the stat.
Minimum weight of rail. Have we caught that yet? Yeah, minimum weight of rail.
75.
59.
59.
Yeah.
64 versus 83.
Boiler pressure.
180.
232.1.
I don't like this thing.
232.1. 65
Which one?
to 83.
The French.
Yeah.
It's just like Arnold the skinny engine.
It's Arnold the Virgin engine.
Arnold
But, like, why do they
versus
have
Arnold
such
the Chad
motor
engine.
pressure?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You've got Arnold the Royd's engine, who's Chad, and Arnold the Virgin engine. This thing.
God.
Alright.
Weak and skinny in French. A twink, if you will.
Arnold the twink engine.
God. Damn it.
Yeah.
No, we've
Anyway,
already called pressure cylinder. Tender loaded weight.
tender loaded weight.
135, 600.
Nothing.
Nothing. I was
That's
about to
right.
say, does Hemlock swap to the 040 just to
I-
confound the arrangement?
I forgot.
Anyway, 66 to 83. Kaiserin,
It is a
stop
cute
scoring
little
points.
loaf, bro.
Stop the count.
Oh my god.
This is definitely going to get me. Combined heating surface.
Oh god.
3967.
2354. There
Thank-
we go.
Thank goodness. Anyway,
Now, knock this thing out, Hemlock.
84.
No.
No!
No, I don't think I will. No, I don't think I will. Tender fuel
84.
capacity.
Tender fuel capacity.
A grand total of 5.5 tons.
13.
You need to make
13.
5.5 pieces of coal.
5.5 pieces. There were-
Tender water capacity. Let's keep this moving.
3168.
7,500.
7,500. 86.
Oh. Tubes.
Tubes.
62, 2.756 inch.
Oh. 202 2-inch tubes.
Alright. 87. 13 points from Valhalla.
Robert Lamacina's power computation.
Ba ba da ba.
7694.
9,000 flat.
That's okay. Sure.
You know what? Power MT.
Power MT.
712.87.
60318.
Wait, what? No.
It's
No.
It's gotta suck, right? It's gotta be awful, right?
What? That's
No.
not. That's not. Okay. Well, Kaiserin, you're back. 67 to 88.
We're back in Dinosaur Story.
We are so back.
We're so back. It's so
Aim is
joker.
above the shove firebox area for grade area.
That's been called.
It has.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, let's with
You've got
definitely blues.
Blues for this
Sure.
thing.
I don't know what you would actually be able to win out of these anyway. Maybe total locomotive weight. 20 feet.
20 what?
20 feet.
I
No,
said
did
flu,
you?
not flu 2,
No.
Blink.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, 32 5-inch.
21 5.63 inch.
damn. Well, 89
All
points
right.
for Hemlock.
I'm gonna tag in 701.
All right, swap
Oh my
to 701, and we have a reset, which is 32 stats, which is tied for the most between resets so far. 701 is about to end this thing in style, I feel
Let's
like.
bring this home. Valve gear.
Something I've talked with Tyler about before.
Oh, God.
Lynch Poppet.
I'm sorry, what
I'm
Lynch
sorry.
Poppet.
is that? Oh, yeah, it's in the, okay, yeah, Lens
Oh,
Poppet. Versus,
I thought it was just wall shirts. It's
listen, we
Baker.
know it's worse than Baker. We know it's
Baker.
worse than Baker.
It's Baker.
90 points. Let me just write the thing down here. Let me just make the note.
Baker forever.
Lens. Oops. LENTZ. POPPET is less than Baker. It's not at the top of the list.
And your fuel capacity.
Tinder fuel capacity. 5.5 tons.
5.5 pieces of coal, actually.
1320.
1320.
113.
No, we have no 113s here.
Let me call in Matt.
I like how I like how that we are 10 points away. You know, we're less than 10 points. We were 10 points away from the end, and Kaiserin still had a surprise.
Yeah. That's
If-
great.
If
That's
there's
so cool.
anything you do in these games very well, Kaiserin, it's just keep everyone on their toes all the time, because I have no idea what is inside of these black boxes you find.
Same as above, but substitute firebox area for great area.
Okay.
48,973.
51 646.
All right. 92.
Look, I'm begging you, Hemlock. End this with a KO.
It won't end with a KO. I can't end it with a KO because you have 4 engines still. There's enough markers to take you out with KOs.
Kaiserin spent most of the time that Hemlock could, in fact, take her out with the 241p, and honestly, I wouldn't try to KO that thing. Not with anything.
Yeah, I didn't want to chance it with anything less than the 1100 701, and even then, I didn't want to chance it.
So there were fewer KOs because the 241 is scary. But what is your next stat call?
Tender water capacity.
Tender water capacity.
3168.
My God.
78,000.
Not 1,000.
7,800.
7,800. We have more markers on the board.
You know what? That's what I'm gonna end on. I think that's my closer.
I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
Booster tractive effort.
Okay, booster tractive effort.
I don't have it.
Shame.
Yeah,
Not.
10,700.
Yep. 94 points.
High pressure cylinders.
Oh god.
16.54 by 25.59.
23 by 20. I'm sorry.
I said my cylinders were tiny.
Okay,
Oh,
I thought you were saying
times.
yeah, I thought you were about to say times 4 or something.
Yeah, me too. 23 by 28.
Okay, 95 points.
You can take this thing
Robert
out.
Lamessina's power computation.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
76.94.
10,000 even.
Kaiserin is the Joker standing in the middle of the street going, I want you to hit me, do it, I want you to hit me.
Same as above, plus superheater percentage.
Oh my god.
9,310.
11,900.
Alright, 97 to 67.
Power L1.
11,406.
Oh yeah, 17,539.
Okay, there we go. 98.
On God. God is my witness. Year.
1931.
Fucking hell. 1921.
68 to 98. Kaiserin is now calling.
I want to use my marker. I
2.
want to use
Oh
my,
God.
and I want to swap to the 310.
Swap to the 310. Okay.
God.
This was the matchup I was hoping would happen the whole time, and it happened now.
It happens with 2 points. 2 points from the end.
Driver diameter.
Fuck
God.
you, that was gonna be my closer. Also, LSU never swapped me to 701.
Oh,
69.
nice.
84.3.
Yeah,
Christ.
And now Kaiserin has 69.
I hope you die. I hope we both die.
Oh, I want it, trust me.
Too real.
Low pressure cylinders.
I'll kill you.
Low pressure cylinders.
I should.
It's a 0 for Hemlock. Kaiserin.
25.98 by 28.35.
Alright. 70 to 98.
Go with boiler pressure.
200 even.
232.1.
Yeah.
Alright, 71. Let's see.
Factor of adhesion.
Factor of adhesion.
I'm blocking with Hillcrest College.
I knew this was coming. I was like, I know what Hemlock wants to do. Alright. That's 14 points before the reset. And the reset is Factor of Adhesion. Hemlock is now Hillcrest Colliery's 101 against the 310.23. And your Factor of Adhesion is
4.04.
Oh my god.
4.2.
4.2.
Yeah.
And Hemlock, how would you like to end this game?
There's not a funny way to do it in Hillcrest.
I
I can't think of a funny way to end this.
mean,
Call year or something. Or no, we've already covered. This thing, I'm pretty sure Hillcrest is not older than the 310. It can't.
I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't put money on that.
Yeah.
Me neither. Me neither.
I mean, I could think of
Tiny but mighty.
I could think of a
That's-
couple of things.
I mean,
Yeah, but
I can win, sure, but I wanted it to be funny.
Hemlock, do you have axle loading?
I wanted to triumph. No, I don't.
Damn it.
You know what? Ellis Tamelio's weight.
Yeah, okay.
compensation.
I don't feel like you're going to make Kaiserin do math to lose. Kaiserin,
That's engine weight, or no, weight on drivers divided by engine weight.
weight on drivers divided by engine weight. These matches go on just long enough that everyone gets delirious and it gets even funnier.
I
That's the-
swear to God, for a second I half considered just sitting there and taking it until Kaiser slipped up and gave it back to 701, at which I was going KO that motherfucker. It was like, no, it's 9:30. I want it to be over.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? I can't think of a more Hemlock move than ending in the narrow gauge.
That's true. The French 484, the guy she tells you not to worry about, the Ontario 484. Kaiser, do you have your number?
Yes, the number is 0.51.
And Hemlock, your number is? 100 points. Hemlock wins. Game over. Thank you guys for participating, and everyone that is watching or listening, I hope that you got the information you needed to out of this game. At least we got one KO. Otherwise, the rules document is pinned in the appropriate thread, as is the sign-up sheet, which I am going to close in about 30 minutes. Until then, anyone that's in the audience, you can just put your hands up. We'll let you in. We'll hang out for the next 30 minutes or so, and I will keep an eye on... Oh, we have a 12th response as well. I will keep an eye on this, and we will just sort of post-game while I figure this out. I do have this bracket set up, which I think this is the copy based on seating. I'm also going to share my screen to everyone.
Yeah.
I just want to say
What year was,
congratulations. Congratulations. I mean, not congratulations. Good game, Kaiserin. You're fucking I know there was like a 29-point differential, but your locomotives are so hard to fight against sometimes. Like, the European stuff is small, but like you know it well, and it can be bloody annoying. Ellis is right. The reason I never called a knockout even when I was in is because 701 and 1100 strongest contenders for that, and even then I didn't want to touch at least two of the French engines you had here.
Well, I only had two.
Not French. Well, I didn't want to touch two of the European engines here. I didn't want to touch that Hudson. I didn't want to touch that Mount. I was not confident in my ability to knock those out. The Northern, maybe. The Adriatic, I think I could manage. But the other two, no clue. You are a scary contender. And I mean that in the best way possible. You have some good horses. You pick them. You pick them well.
Well, let me give you a hint about this French mountain. If I ever bring it up against you again, especially in style points, it's got a decent amount.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at it as like, I don't want to touch this. Like, I could get the cheap American points. There's no bell. There's no knuckles. I could get some cab doors off it, maybe, depending on who I pick. But this just looks like it's got so much going on. It's like I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it because even with my strongest engines and style points, I might lose them, and I did not want to lose the 701 or the 1100.
Yeah.
And what made you afraid of the German?
It's from 1950.
Well, yeah, it is from 1950, but it's German.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you say that, but think about how East has done in the BR-52.
I mean, It looks bare bones, but
Eight-cylinder.
I have no idea what whack shit could be going on under the hood or on the fireman's side that I'm just not seeing.
Well, actually, if I'm remembering right, well, no, yeah, the Germans drive on the right side of the road, so yeah, this thing's right, but right-hand drive. But stuff like the 310, I'm pretty sure is left-hand drive. No, it's right-hand drive too. Never mind.
Germans drive however they want down the road when they're driving in Panzers.
Yes.
Reopen.
Oh, one tank from Berlin to Warsaw.
From C to A. This is the only thing I want to see, just this end.
This is the other thing too. See, if you would have called with the French Mountain, if you would have tried to knock that out, I could have got you with stuff like feed water heater and all that stuff. So
Yeah, yeah, at least two of these look way too modern for my good. Style points. I was like,
speaking of which, how modern is the 040?
1914.
You actually would have beat the 310. The 310 was built in 1911.
Oh my god. Well, here is the seeding based purely on total tractive effort. For the people that are in right now. I mean, I know there's still another 20 minutes for people to jump in. But this is the seeding based on total tractive effort.
I need to place an order for trading cards while there's still a chance of getting an MG15.
I got like an NG17 or something in my.
That's the same class. MG17 is the number.
Yeah, NG17 is it's. I hate their numbering scheme. Hey, Milky.
Hey.
All right, and this is the bracket that I'm looking at for now, but I'm gonna go fiddle with the other one. The other one is the one that I have sort of hand-picked, but now I need to put Bryson in here.
Northern, if you want in, just raise hand.
Yeah.
There we go.
I definitely am not doing.
Class.
I'm not doing Brian and Bryson together against one another. In fact, I'm going to put them as far apart as I can because if I don't, there's no way I'm getting their names right.
Can I just say that if it stays at 12, you could theoretically do AJ's suggestion of 3 4-player brackets and then the round robin?
I could do that. I don't think. I mean, I am unfortunately kind of married to the idea of a double elimination. I really like it. But also, this website can't handle that. I would have to keep track of a lot more of it myself, and I just don't feel like it. It's going to be enough work. Okay,
So I'm going up against.
Hold on.
Based on this, I'm going up against whoever wins. Or no, I'm going up against Bryzan.
Well, hold on. I'm still fixing stuff. I need to switch rather. I need to switch.
Put me in as the final boss.
And Bryson. I mean, I was considering doing exactly that.
Let me get a bunch of trading cards of my fictionals and put me in as the final boss.
Yeah. There you go. You get a bunch of challengers.
Give me 5 different NG15s and put me in as the final boss.
You'd at least be under the tractive effort cap, that's for sure.
What?
And I want to switch Bryson and Milky. So Bryson's going to 10, Milky's going to 4.
Final boss speed with no tractive effort limit.
All right.
No, 3 NG15s, 101, and a Trench Loco.
No. You see, my perfect roster is the Baldwin 1012D, an NG15, Bridgeton and Sacco 7.
Yes.
Hold on, I'm just going to paint these black for a second.
Let's say Sandy River 23.
Bryson.
And
then
Hashtag build 23.
Fort is up here. So I'm tempted to... Where's Milky?
Goodness.
Milky's way down at the bottom. Okay.
Bender's total.
Yeah, Bender's total is... so you guys are able to see the sum totals now for everybody that's entered so far. And I mean,
Matt, Matt, what are you
Matt.
doing?
Oh, I know. We know
Matt.
what Matt's doing. We know what Matt's
You
doing.
guys do know what Matt's doing.
Yeah.
Matt.
Matt.
But this is
Oh.
why. This is the problem. Now, here's the thing. This is an arrangement.
My poor boy.
I think I actually might swap. Well, I wanted Bender and Matt to go up against each other because it's the most versus the least. And I just sort of wanted to see what happened.
I
Matt
support that.
dies. Matt dies is
Mexico.
what happened.
Unless
We gotta root
waste
for our boy.
shenanigans again.
I could actually swap. Let's see. Hold on. Where are Kaiser and Brian? Kaiser's there. Brian's there. Oh wow. Okay. Because I wanted to have East versus Brian in the second one, if that's how it works out. The other thing I'm thinking of is I kind of want East to go through more people to get here. Like East OP, please nerf.
Yeah.
Didn't you say that you wanted two people that had the same loco to face each other in the first round?
Yeah, you want to know who those people are? You guys ready?
Is it? Yep.
These two.
What?
God.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Kaiser and Brian have the same locomotive. Have one of the same locomotive.
I genuinely thought it would be me.
How?
and East.
How though?
Oh, Kaiser is not even here to hear that. He left, or she left rather.
Oh.
Oops. Well, they'll know. They'll find out. But the thing is, Kaiser and Brian are both relatively low on the list, but I
What do
did
they
kind of just want to have the East versus Brian grudge match relatively early.
What locomotive do they have in common?
Yeah, oh man. It's something.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Kaiser find stats for.
This is gonna be the longest 3 hours of my life. Just watching it
is.
is gonna be the longest 3 hours of my life. And that includes like 2 root canals.
You've had 2 root canals?
Yeah, same tooth.
Ooh.
Good lord. Jeff
Yeah,
Ramsey.
Yeah.
Yes, comrade.
May-
Second one didn't take. They had to remove the tooth. I have a crown there now.
Oh god.
That's
I can't. David Mitchell
May I
is not a fan. David Mitchell is unranked. I'm sorry, comrade, but I need you. You can. I will not be letting you in. You need to put your hand down. Let's. Yeah, this is. So yeah, I want to keep Brian in the same like basic bracket as East.
May I just suggest you still swap Milky and East?
Yeah, I might do that. Well, then it happens much earlier.
Yeah, but I don't.
You know,
Mopek
because
and I
you don't.
don't accidentally.
Well, actually, what I was tempted to do is this. Hold on, it'll take me a second. Swap 9 and 11, and then swap 6 and 8.
Hmm.
Actually, let me
No.
just look at Fort and Horizon. Fort is actually much higher. So I'm gonna put Horizon. I'm gonna swap Horizon and Fort. Milky's just hanging out here, which is also kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But between Kaiser and Brian, I don't think it's gonna be the most. Well, yeah, because you both are in the lower echelon here.
Ouch.
Although, but just in terms of tractive effort, TJ.
No, I know.
Hold on, let me look at Horizon and
Yeah, you guys both suck, so.
Milky.
Yeah.
Kaiser and Brian are there. And then who's the odd one out? Kaiser and Brian, AJ and Bryson, which are relatively inexperienced. So I think actually what I want to do is swap Milky and Horizon. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like it should be fair to Matt and not have them face East potentially in the second round?
Well, here's the thing. The alternative is, if Matt loses, then Bender faces East. And Bender has, well, not only is Bender a pretty good competitor, Bender has the highest tractive effort in his lineup, which...
So you're basically just predicting that, or you're basing the bracket off of the assumption of, or the idea that perhaps there's a majority in favor of winning in this situation.
Yeah, I'm trying to base the bracket off of two things. One is tractive effort, and two is my understanding of players' skill levels. And skill level is really, really hard to measure, of course, but tractive effort is very easy to measure. So I'm falling back on that a lot. However, Bender has, well, he won, fairly recently in Royales and things, and again, he has the most formidable lineup. So him going after East in the first game that East plays, if Tyler's not jumping in, I feel like that's going to be the most formidable opponent for him.
Flip the list of T's again.
List of you know what the biggest problem is? I can't not read TE as tight end, and I keep doing it.
Oh my god.
I keep doing it. Every time it's, we have 200,000 tight end, and I'm going, huh? What?
That's a odd
So-
tight end.
My original proposed one without any modifications would be fourth on that list.
It'd be fourth on, so it'd be here between Mopac and Bryson.
Yep.
Okay. That's interesting. Which means, well, I don't even know. I mean, so I'm gonna save this because I'm happy with it. If I drop Tyler in here, then I have to figure something out. Actually, what I would do is probably swap everybody here. And you know what? I will do that for now, just to sort of prepare myself, in case I am surprised. All right, 5 and 9, because Bender surprised me when he jumped in, and then 8 and 12. So now we have the same arrangement, except if I add another participant, that happens. So, of course, if somebody else decides to jump in, then it's going to be a different ball game. But for now, this is the way it is. And this is, again, purely based on, well, it's based on tractive effort, it's based on my assumption of players' skill, and also on sort of the matches that I want to see happen as well. Mopac and Mew, this is a, whatchamacallit?
Rematch?
Yeah, a rematch. Thank you. I couldn't find the word that I want to see with the new arrangement. And then Bender and Matt, of course, highest and lowest tractive effort, and then Kaiser and Brian because they have an identical locomotive. Yeah, it's not even that they picked the same class; they picked the same engine.
Oh wow.
So it's going to be.
If it was a card or not?
What'd you say?
Can you say if it was a card or not, a trading card?
I will not say.
Okay.
I think you've said enough.
I've said enough. Yeah. All right, we're done with this for now, but the spreadsheet works good, which is nice. But yeah, this unless we get another entry in the next 10 minutes, this is going to be the bracket. So I definitely have. I mean, I'm not going to be putting money on it, but I definitely have certain things that I expect to happen, and I hope that I'm wrong in a bunch of cases.
Can we get this bracket on DraftKings?
Yeah,
I gotta make some money.
yeah, we gotta assign.
I could organize something. This would not be the first betting game I've done in Discord.
No, we're good. We don't need to.
Is gambling a rule in this server?
Not yet.
I need to add no gambling.
No spitting on the sidewalk. No gambling.
No,
States
I could say we
states in which online
we could have some
gambling
fun
is
with this.
legal.
Ooh, next
I'm
year.
good.
Oh, it's next year.
Next year.
TikTok.
Hold on. So-
See,
Yeah.
it says it's not legal in Massachusetts, but DraftKings is based in Boston, I'm pretty sure.
Well, sports betting is technically different from gambling because you have
Yeah.
like online slots.
also, this might be an old. When was this article posted?
2023,
Thank you.
2023?
It looks like
2022.
2022.
Yeah.
Well, because like,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah,
like
May 11th.
I get DraftKings ads all the time.
Yeah, me too.
So like, there's no way it's not legal in Mass.
Well, that's the
Well,
other
I mean,
thing.
it could
It's
be not legal in Mass, and they're just like, there's probably a loophole.
Yeah.
They're like, well, we're not technically doing this, so
There's always a
Oh no,
loophole.
that server's in another state. Massachusetts people just happen to connect to it.
yeah, exactly.
yeah, we
well,
can't
we're
control
not-
that.
yeah, we're not doing anything. For all we know, they could be on a VPN that's based in Massachusetts, and they could be in a legal state.
Yeah. Well, and sports betting is different
Yeah.
than just regular gambling. Also, like online
Yeah,
gambling, like online poker, is illegal in a lot more places than sports betting is.
I used to have a baseball trainer that went to jail for
Oh,
online poker.
really?
Oh dear.
Whoa. Nice.
Also, by the way, here's I keep talking about the double elimination bracket, and I've been sandbagging a little bit what that looks like. So this is the
It's basically half
This is-
the size of this bracket, right?
it's actually quite similar, but so
Oh.
this is the bracket, right? And if you lose, say Mew, you lose your first match to Mopac, then you go
Right.
down to loser of 3 here, and
Right.
you will face off with loser of 6, which will be either Bender, Matt, or East. Rip.
Oh
Uh,
man.
I
So
remember this from youth basketball.
yeah, so and then you'll go and you'll play loser of 5 or loser of 4, which will be either AJ, Bryson, or Horizon, or Kaiser and O'Brien, depending. But that's the thing. I'm setting these matches up, but there are so many variables that are going to influence what the losers bracket looks like, and it's just going to, it's going to make a whole bunch of other combinations that we're not going to, that otherwise we couldn't have in just a single elimination bracket.
Right.
But and it also
Here's another-
it also gives people a second chance. And I'm gonna try to do at least 2 of these a week, depending on people's schedules, so that we can get them out in like between now and New Year's, because these are a lot of matches.
I'm not.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 12 Wednesdays, including from October 11th to December 27th.
Yeah.
Well, then it looks like there's at least 22 matches to be played.
Yeah, so that's why I want to do 2 a week, if at all possible. And yeah, Tyler, the other reason why I was encouraging you to sign up is just like I want to make clear to you that you're free of your obligation here. I was able to run it, mostly on my own, aside from confusion over Baker and Wally and the lists, which we're not going to be able to get around that unless
Do I really have to do a late night of?
you don't have to. You don't have to.
You realized the last time you said you don't have to. We got this.
Yeah, I
And
said you don't
apparently
have
that's
to.
not
It
enough.
wasn't like a guilt trip. I said don't touch this, and then I went to a movie and I came out and it was done. I wasn't sitting there like, Tyler, you don't have to do it. You don't have to. But, it would mean a lot to me. But you don't have to. No, leave it alone. Get some sleep.
I wouldn't be mad. I might just be disappointed.
No, I would be more disappointed if you did it.
The question is as well, how much do you need me to participate in this? Because we both understand East.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Okay.
Again, I don't need you to. I'm saying, I I I am less worried about it than I was at the beginning of today, especially with the field now as wide as it is, and this arrangement. Because at the beginning of today, Bender had not entered.
Oh no.
And I was sitting here going, I think we're just going to see East Rail on a warpath. And there's going to be another pack of free cards going towards the four foamers. But like, I don't know. It's going to be something. And again, I think no matter who gets through to here, it's going to be fairly confounding for well, no matter who gets through to here, it's going to be fairly confounding for East because Matt is a wild card and you can't play against him. But let's face it, it's probably going to be Bender, and that's going to be trouble. And then if East manages to get to here, I don't know, but my money is probably on Brian. And then we have the East versus Brian match, which I think will be a good one.
I think I've been told before, but I forgot. The four formers are East, Tyler, Hem, Bender?
East,
yeah.
East Tyler,
Well,
Hem,
no,
and
and
O'Gillies.
Oh,
And
O'Gillies.
and Matt.
Matt
It's
is
actually
Burn.
four foamers and a reclusive cat person.
Yes.
That's the full title that doesn't get said. It's East, Matt, Hemlock, and O'Gillies, and Tyler is the reclusive cat person.
Which is weird because it's I don't know if I'm technically off the council in that regard again, or if it's just
No, it's
counting
just
every
equal. It's
fielder.
just what the thing is called.
yes.
I would assume. I mean, I opened my embassy to the four foamers earlier today, so maybe I'll understand your politics a little better going forward.
Well, our politics are as follows. We are here to definitely not rig things.
Yeah, which is why I needed more than one of you people in here, aside from Matt, so that it wasn't just blatantly rigged. Because I know you guys all collaborated to make East Rail's Doom lineup, and by Doom I mean Doom music because that's what plays when he starts the game.
I almost want to see this lineup now.
It's a good lineup.
It's a good lineup. I'll be honest. It has its weaknesses. I feel like there
It has
will.
its weaknesses, but it is a war machine.
It is a war machine. If it should go without saying, it is 10 o'clock now. I'm going to refresh this one more time. And we have 12 people. And I'm going to close
no, you don't
this.
Get me.
What'd you say?
You don't get me.
No, I don't get you. Well, I know I'll have you in spirit. And
I'll be around. I'll probably be in every call by some miracle.
unfortunately, I'm sure, what's the word? Unfortunately, I will have you in spirit in that you helped create this lineup.
I'm gonna get a ping like every other match about, hey, this builder.
Yeah, well, I hope not, but that's entirely possible.
It will happen.
Hey Tyler, what does the
Yeah.
U.S. Marine Corps land in the builder list?
Oh God, no, we're not talking about the U.S. Marine Corps again.
Oh,
Where
no.
do they land on the list?
No, we're not doing
No.
this tonight.
They don't. They're not on the list.
Okay, let's do something else. Tyler, when are you adding the big boy to Century of Steam?
No.
All right.
No, somebody.
Why is this always?
Well, folks, well that's just what happens when you get involved in thing.
Actually, what do we have left for me to sort for the list?
Which one?
The builder list.
The builder list we have
I'm
a
not
few.
gonna look at the valve gear for a while.
The builder list we have a few new ones. We have.
Oh man, the earliest Kaizen and Brian can face each other. Oh, well, never mind. That's not Brian. That's Bry's son.
Yeah.
I can read. I was gonna say you didn't put Brian and Kaizen against each other.
Yeah, no, they're going against each other immediately, and that was incredibly
Brian
intentional.
spoiled it.
Yeah,
Brian's-
no, because I thought you put Brian at the other end at number 10, but you know, it's a little pixelated, so it was hard to read the I.
Brian
the-
spoiled it.
Yeah.
I know what it is.
You know what it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
Bowden's Boarding.
Okay, we have Schneider Crusoe, CPR Angus.
East,
So now I need
will
to go.
say-
Now I need to go make a bunch of DM groups with myself, Tyler, and these sets of people.
God.
So I'm gonna end the stream. Be sure to tune in to the Loco Dome matches that are coming up, and I'm gonna stick around in the call as I set up the matches. I need to find my